Now, I have here a simple refrigeration system to represent yung load na which is ng ice plant na. So initially we have here data, the load of evaporator which is 113.16 kilojoule per seconds, and also the temperature of evaporator which is negative 10 degrees Celsius, and the temperature of the condenser which is at 34 degrees. Now let's try to find the data of negative 10 and 34 degrees and plot it also here on the pH diagram of an ammonia pH diagram. Now, after mo ma-plot yung 5 to 6, no? So, we have here 5 to 6. So, yung portion na ito, where is your 5 to 6? So, that is also a form of expansion. Now, form of expansion, uh, tawag dito para rin siyang expansion valve. So, 5 to 6 is a process of constant enthalpy, yung float valve na ito. So, it's a form of expansion valve also. So, yung float valve tsaka yung expansion valve, the process is a constant enthalpy palagi. No? So, ano na yun sila? So, pareho sila. No? Okay? Then, from 5 to 6, so you will notice here sa ano natin, sa flush tank, no? This is my flush tank na. So flush tank, so partly this is vapor, yung part na yan. And below nito is liquid refrigerant. So yun na nga, from the previous lecture videos. So that is yung flush tank is to trap yung the trap and also to separate the the vapor and the liquid refrigerant. So yun nga. So usually sa baba ang liquid and sa taas is the vapor. Okay? So that is what happening on the flush tank. So uh, tinatrap niya yung two properties and also the same time separating them, no, by means of gravity lang naman. So usually pag liquid mas magaan siya, so that's why it falls below, di ba? Then, so mapapansin ninyo that is 5 and 6, di ba? So you will notice that will be 5 and 6. Then, after 5 and 6, so we have your 5 and 6. After 5 and 6, so we have 7. So you will notice here, this is a purely refrigerant liquid na, no? So, if you're going to plot that one, so papunta na tayo on your left side. So, I will try to draw the line here connecting papunta doon sa saturated vapor line. Saturated liquid line, no? Papunta doon. So, we have that one. And we have now the intersection which is yung 0.7, no? So, ibig sabihin nang bumalik na siya uli sa state ng liquid, pumunta uli siya doon sa saturated liquid line, no? So, liquid na siya. Then, next, we have 7 and 8. So, again, this is, meron tayong expansion valve dito. We have expansion valve. So, sa expansion valve, we have that one. So, the process 7 to 8 is an expansion that will be a constant enthalpy na naman. No? Now, 7 to 6, so that will be the expansion. No? So, papunta tayo sa -10. So, we have here in between, di ba? So, I will be drawing a line again, pababa doon sa part nito. Then, ang mag-intersect na sila ng pressure or temperature, pressure and temperature of -10. So, we have the intersection here. So, this will be my point 8. Okay. So, that will be the part which is a point 8, 7 and 8, no? So, okay, pababa doon. Then we have the process 8 to 1. So when we say 8 to 1, no? So process 8 to 1. So ito na yan, papunta na tayo. So from here, we have the refrigerating effect from 8 to 1. So it will be a -10. So we have here the process papunta doon sa saturated vapor. No? I will be drawing a line to represent that one. Ang process na yan, papunta dyan. So we have that one. So this will become my saturated vapor line. Papunta doon sa saturated vapor line sa intersection. So this is my point 1. Okay. Okay, that will be my point 1. So yung part na yan, no? Then, afterwards, we have the compressions 1 and 2. Okay. So this is isentropic compression. So eventually, yung entropy mo is constant process from 1 to 2, no? So we have isentropic compression 1 to 2. So entropy nito ng point 1 is the same at entropy at point 2. So let's try to plot that one. So since ang discharge pressure natin is papunta sa point 2, where my point 2 coincides with my flush tank. So ibig sabihin nun that the pressure here at the flush tank is the same the pressure dito, and also the same the suction pressure ng high stage compressor, no? So ang pressure dyan ng flush tank is the same. So we have here the pressure dito is the same, no? Equal yan sila. So papunta tayo dito. So isentropic compression, so eventually magpa-parallel lang tayo line dito, which is yung value niyan mga 5.67 or 5.78, no? So referring that one, we have here the isentropic compression. So this will be my point 2. Ito na yung point 2 natin, no? That will be my point 2. So yung value niyan, if we will try to find yung value niyan, so let's go back, no, doon sa table. Balikan natin yung table, no? So that is negative 10 entropy. Ang value niyan is 5.7569. So which is referring here, so 5.76.89, so somewhere here, di ba? Yun yung value ng 5. Okay, so this is my entropy 1, no? So which is equal doon, papunta nun. Okay? Then what happened here after 1 and 2? So let's go back to the schematic diagram. Balikan natin 'yan. So from 1 and 2, that will be papunta sa 3, no? So papunta diyan 2. So ibig sabihin niyan magko-coincide na ito yung flush tank at saka yung discharge pressure ng low pressure compressor. So we have this line, no? Okay? So yan niya. So we have this dotted line. So let's try to connect that one. So connect natin to. So connecting that one. Okay? So ibig sabihin niyan, partly ng vapor mapupunta na dito and the partly liquid mapupunta doon. So ganun ang cycle doon, no? So liquid mapupunta on this 6 to 7 and the vapor will be sucked by the second stage compressor. Pupunta naman doon, no? Now, ang part na ito, if you will try to interpret this one, so ang part na yan, that will be 2 to 3, so that is 0.3 na, no? So let's try to plot that one. So this will become my 0.3. Okay. So 3, no? Then from 3, so we have the entropy, no? From here, we go back to saturated vapor line. Kasi nga, magkakaroon tayo ng intercooling, no? Ang lagi. So, in order to save more work, so we do an intercooling. So, we lowering the temperature ng discharge ng discharge ng blow compressor. So, usually from our fluid machinery, ang pag-lower ng second stage ng temperature is by means of a heat exchanger. That is yung intercooling. But this time, we're using the flush tank to cool yung discharge pressure ng low pressure compressor before entering to a high stage compressor in order na we can lower the temperature, no? So that is a constant pressure heat rejection usually, no? So from here we have that will be 0.2. So papunta sa point 2, if you're going to plot, so again, we have an isentropic process 3 to 4. So let's try to draw a parallel line, which is kasi constant ang entropy natin dyan. So we draw a dotted line papunta doon. So that is parallel dito. Then intersect dito. So we have now your point 4. No? This is will reserve as my point 4. Yung part na yan. No? Then again, we're going to close the cycle to complete yung cycle ng two compressors and one evaporator natin. Okay, so that completes the cycle. Okay. Now let's try to find the values of enthalpy of each cycle. So let's start with the point 1. So point 1 is usually from here, the schematic diagram is -10. Now, this is we're going to refer sa table. No? Sa table, so that will be a -10. So that is already vapor in terms of vapor. So that will be equal to, so from table of R717, so at that will be um, at -10 degrees Celsius. So we have your entropy, which is, we have your enthalpy, which is in terms of vapor already. So this is equal to 1450.7. So this is kilojoule per kilogram. Now for the entropy at point 1, so that would be SF, usually this is G at -10 degrees Celsius. So this is equal to, referring here, we have your entropy. So this is 5.7569. So this is kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Now, process 1 to 2, so it will be based on the pH diagram. Okay, so I have plotted 1, the location of point 2, and this is equal now to 1548 kilojoule per kilogram. So we have that value. So next, now sa point 3, no? So we have the given pressure, which is 0.617679, no? So that is the pressure. Now referring to the table, so let's try to interpolate that one, huh? So referring to the table, yung value na 0.6179, so it falls 61, so here in between, no? 661 and 65. So let's do an interpolation in between on the properties ng 10 tsaka 12 in order to get the values of 617. Now, I bring down here the properties ng table. So, mapapansin nyo, this is 615 and we have 617. So, it is increasing. So, it is in between by 615 and 0.65. So, let's try to interpolate para makuha natin ang enthalpy. So, we have for the, para makuha natin ang value ng enthalpy 6 and also the values of enthalpy 3, no? So, ang value nito which is liquid, that will be enthalpy 6, and the value which is in vapor, that will be enthalpy 3, no? So, let's try to interpolate that one. So, and also we have the same temperature here from 7, 6, and 3 with the corresponding same pressure, no? Now for our enthalpy 4, so again, looking to the pH diagram, so this is 1,400, we have 50, and this is 15, and we have 100, this is equal to 1,500, 50, so we can say 150, 1,550, 50, no, 52, or we can say that is 53. So this is kilojoule per kilogram. So that is 34 degrees. So this is already on the called this saturated vapor or saturated liquid line. So this is already in terms of liquid. So on 34 degrees, so we have your enthalpy 5, which that will be HFG at 34 degrees Celsius. Now 34 degrees Celsius, that is liquid, we have 361, 361.19, that will be kilojoule per kilogram. Now at at point 6, so we have enthalpy 6 is equal to my enthalpy 5. So referring doon, so we have um, the process is expansion by using the throttling valve. So from here also we have a constant enthalpy, di. So the value is the same, which is equal to 361.19. That will be kilojoule per. Now we have already the values of properties of each processes. Now we may able now to solve yung mass flow rate ng. Now let's try to compare yung mass flow rate from the previous, no, with the simple refrigeration system. Now for the simple refrigeration system, the mass flow rate is we have 0.104, 1.04, which is mas malaki comparing with the new mass flow rate, which is 0.094. So we observe here we have a lower amount of mass flow rate of refrigerant that is entering the evaporator. Next, we'll try to solve the compressor's work at the low stage. So, yun, no? You have here. Now, yung mass flow rate at point 1 and point 8 and 7, they are all equal. So, that's why we use it to be on this system. Next, let's try to solve the high stage compressor. But the problem is we don't have the mass flow rate for entering the high stage compressor. So, we need to determine what is the mass of the vapor of the flash gas that is entering the high stage compressor. So, what are we going to do is do an energy balance at the flush tank. Now, when we're doing a mass balance sa flush tank, so take note, so lahat ng entering, we will be signing lahat ng entering na entering the mass flow rate. So initially, we have here yung mass flow rate ng 0.6. Now, it has a corresponding enthalpy, which is also enthalpy 6. And there is also leaving papunta doon sa compressor sa high stage. So that will be the mass flow rate ng 0.3, and it has also a corresponding enthalpy which is your 0.3. No? Then, dito naman, palabas sa flush tank, we have here going to the evaporator. So that will be the mass flow rate of 0.7 and the corresponding enthalpy which is also at 0.7. Now, entering here, pabalik naman, we have also pabalik, which is the mass flow rate of 0.2, and this has a corresponding enthalpy, which is my 0.2, no? So, noting that these enthalpies, so we have your 6 and 3 and 2, 7 are all given, no? Now, yung mass flow rate ng 0.2, no, is equal to the mass flow rate of 0.7 and mass flow rate of 0.8. So, ito yan, no? So, ito, lahat ng pumunta yan dyan and also leaving, they are all equal. Then, also, yung mass flow rate ng this side, which is 3, 4, and 5 are also equal. So, the mass flow rate of 5, mass flow rate ng 3, mass flow rate ng 4 are equal values, no? So, which is this part is unknown, and this part, yung mass flow rate na ito, which is given. Now, this is the mass flow rate which is equal now, yung ginamit natin kanina, which is yung nakuha. So, this is equal to 0.094, so that will be kilogram per second. And this part is yung value which is yung unknown. So, we will be doing an energy balance para makuha natin ang value nito. No? Okay, so we have here energy in and energy out. So, we have here isolating the flush tank itself. No? So, energy in, so ano ba yung mga pumapasok doon sa flush tank? So, we have itong pumasok una, yung mass flow rate ng 0.6. No? So, we can write here, we have the mass flow rate of 0.6, then multiply by the enthalpy of 0.6. Then plus, entering pa, we have ito naman, yung pabalik coming from the compressor ng low stage. We have the mass flow rate 2 times my enthalpy 2. Then, leaving naman, so we have your leaving, palabas dyan. Okay? So, we have energy leaving. So, for my leaving, palabas, we have, ito palabas, the direction is palabas. So, we have the mass flow rate at 0.7, then we have your enthalpy 7, then plus, palabas naman, sa system, we have the mass flow rate at 3, and we have the enthalpy and 3, no? Okay? Now, let's try to combine lahat yung mga masses which are equal. Yung mass 5, 3, and 4. So, we have 3, 3 and 4. So, kulang pa pala dito. We forgot to put yung mass flow rate ng enthalpy 6, no? So, I will be adding yung mass flow rate ng 6 dito. Okay, so let me check again yung schematic diagram natin. So that is 3, 4, 5, and 6 mass flow rate are equal. Okay, so let's try to go back there, no, sa ating solutions. Okay, so we'll try to combine lahat ng mass flow rate that are equal. So combining ko yung 6 on this side, so we have the mass flow rate 6 times my enthalpy and 6. So minus, ililipat ko dito, which is yung mass flow rate 3, which are equal sila, no? Combining that one. No? We have the mass flow rate 3, and this one is enthalpy 3. And on the other side, we have the mass flow rate 7, enthalpy 7, then lipat ko rin yung mass flow rate 2, since they are equal in mass flow rate. So that would be minus, kabila, transpose, in enthalpy 2. Now, since these are all equal, yung mass flow rate nito and mass flow rate niyan, tsaka ito mass flow rate and mass flow rate, I can factor yung mass flow rate. So, let's change this one to a mass flow rate 6. So, I can factor now the mass flow rate 6 is equal now to, I multiply to enthalpy 6 minus my enthalpy 3. Then, on the other side, since yung 7, 2, 7, and 8, so, they are equal, pwede ko na silang i-factor. So, I will be using mass flow rate 7. Then, this is multiplied by enthalpy 7 minus my enthalpy 2. Okay? Now, which is yung unknown dito? This is given, 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 given na. So, which is yung unknown is yung mass flow rate at 6. So, I can rewrite here, transpose na natin yon. So, that would be enthalpy 7 minus my enthalpy 2. And this is all over. I-divide natin. Let me just find that one. Okay, so we have this one. Then, this is all over. Divided by yung enthalpy 6. So, we have yung enthalpy 6 minus my enthalpy 3. Okay. So, we have now the mass flow rate. So, let's try to substitute yung mga values nito. So, in the value of mass flow rate 7, that would be 0.094. So, that would be kilogram per second. No? Multiply the value ng enthalpy 7. So, again, let's check that one. Enthalpy 7, so that is 247.13. And minus by enthalpy 2, ang enthalpy 2 ko is 1,548. Okay, so that will be kilojoule per kilogram. Now, all over divided by the value ng enthalpy 6. Now, for the enthalpy 6, so we have the same as we have this one, 361.19. Now, yung enthalpy 3 naman natin, going back to the figure, enthalpy 3, so we have this one, this is 1,470. So that will be kilojoule per kilogram. Okay. Now, let's cancel yung units dito. So, we have this one, cancelled out, cancelled out. So, eventually, may hiwa na lang na unit is mass flow rate then. Mass flow rate at 0.6. So, we have the value, the mass flow rate is 0.11. No? So, this is kilogram per second. Now that we have already the mass flow rate at 0.6, this is also equal to your 0.3, no? So we may able na to compute the work of the high stage compressor. Now, let's try to sum yung work total ng system. Work total, that will be the work of the low stage compressor plus my work ng high stage compressor. So we have now your work total, which is equal to then high stage we have 8.91. So that will be in terms of kilowatt. So I have here an 18.0562. So this is kilowatt. So let's try to convert this one in terms of horsepower. So to divide by 0.746 kilowatt. So we have now the work in terms of horsepower. So I have 24.2 horsepower. Now let's try to compare that one from the previous work that we have computed from the simple refrigeration system. So from the previous, so we have 30.58 horsepower yung natin nakuha ng simple refrigeration system. Now by means of using a multi-staging, so we may able to get a 24.2 horsepower. Now for the savings, we may able minus 30.58 horsepower. So minus 24.2 horsepower. Okay. So we may able to save 6.38 horsepower. No? So we decrease the amount of energy inputting the system. Now let's try to compare also yung the heat that is being rejected to the condenser. So in order to we can compare the advantages of using the multi-staging of two compressors and one evaporator. Now for the compressors, we have your rejected at the condenser. Okay, so we have 131.1 kilojoule per second. So let's try to convert that one. So from the condenser, so we have 136 from the previous 0.12 kilojoule per second. So we just only decreases of around 4 kilowatts yung na-decrease natin ng heat that is being rejected to the compressor. Now overall, so it shows that we increase the ref effect, and also we decrease the work of our compressor by means of multi-staging, and this decreases the work or the energy that we need to supply to run the whole system. So overall, yung using a multi-stage compressor with a flush tank so increases the efficiency of the refrigeration system.